Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ella and in today's video I'm going to be talking all about the 10 things that I wish I knew before starting university. Now I did make a part 1 to this video which I will leave in the description where I talked about 30 things I wish I knew before university, but it is now a year on. I am going into my final year at university. And these things are definitely much more personal to me, but I still thought they were worth sharing, just in case it might help any of you guys. Just before we get into this video, don't forget to smash a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love it if you would join my little family that I've got going on here. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 1, it is never embarrassing to be by yourself. You know, I stopped myself from doing so many things just because I was scared that someone would judge me for going to something on my own, which now just sounds like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, first of all, nobody cares. Second of all, even if they did care, why do you care? Do you know what I mean? And it's only in second year when I realised it's actually totally normal and really healthy to do things completely on your own. In fact, I broke up with my boyfriend a few months ago and that's just shown me even more that it is so important to be able to do things on your own and feel content in your own company. That goes for everything in your life, you know. That goes for society meetups, going to a lecture, going out for dinner, going out for coffee, even going shopping. It is so good and healthy to be able to do those things on your own. Take yourself on dates. Take yourself to society meetups. Don't depend on anyone else to go with you. Live fearlessly. Number 2, have a wide circle. Do not stop making friends after Freshers Week. After Freshers Week ends, it does definitely feel like everyone has found their groups and everyone is very closed off, but I promise you that is not the case and not everyone has found their groups. Keep going to society meetups, keep trying new things, don't limit yourself, and don't be scared to try something halfway through a semester or, you know, even at the end of a semester. Always keep putting yourself out there and keep making new friends. Don't let yourself get tied down to a very specific group of people. University is such a diverse and wonderful place. You would be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't at least see everything it had to offer. Number 3, everything is going to feel difficult at first. The workload, the change, the new people, this new city, your new surroundings, your new proximity from your parents and your home friends. It is all going to feel really, really difficult at first. And that is completely normal. And it would be weird if it didn't feel difficult at first. Number 4, yes, you do belong there. Do you know what? Imposter syndrome is incredibly common at university. You're constantly feeling like everybody is smarter than you and that everyone deserved their place more than you did. And you're constantly looking around kind of thinking like, what am I doing here? Like, all these people are so smart and I'm not that smart. But actually, in reality, if you are at that university, then you damn well earned your place to be there. Remind yourself of how hard you worked and, you know that you wouldn't be there if you didn't deserve to be there. Number 5, let yourself be vulnerable and wear your heart on your sleeve. The biggest piece of advice I could give myself before going to university is to never ever be ashamed of loving fearlessly. Let your walls be broken down and let yourself be vulnerable. I know that this is a really, really hard and scary thing to do at times, especially if you've been hurt in the past. But I can't tell you how much more you will get out of your life if you let yourself trust people and let yourself be vulnerable. Vulnerability isn't just about oversharing and telling everyone your life story. It's about being honest with your emotions, being honest about how you feel. And it's about letting people in even when it feels really, really scary. Also, be honest and be kind. You never know what people are dealing with behind closed doors. You know, you could meet someone who is the most bubbly, funniest, happiest person you've ever met in your whole life, and they could be battling with the darkest demons behind closed doors. So make sure that you are always kind and that you always take the time to listen to people and really listen as well. Don't just pretend to listen, actually listen to what people have to say and try and learn from people. Number 6, understand that your time at university is so short. I am about to go into my 3rd year at university and I feel like I could have blinked and I would have missed it. Make the most of every single second of your university experience. It's not always going to be easy, and I'm not here trying to tell you that it is all going to be a breeze and that you're going to be happy all the time, because reality is you probably won't be. There probably will be really hard times that you have to go through whilst you're at university. I've gone through so much at university, and yet I still look back at my university experience with the most fondness, because it has been some of the best years of my life. Number 7, say yes. When people invite you places and, you know, it's things that you've never done before, things that put you slightly out of your comfort zone, try to say yes to as many things as you possibly can. Obviously within reason. I mean, there's obviously certain things that you should say no to, but I mean in terms of just like, you know, activities and trying new things. Like, is there a sport that you've always wanted to try but you've been too scared that people would judge you for it? Or have you always really wanted to try out dancing but thought you'd never be good enough? Like, university is your chance. Put yourself out there and say yes to things. If someone you've just met asks you to go for a coffee, go. If your flatmates are all going to a club with music that you've never really listened to before and you're not sure if you'd like it, go. Live fearlessly. This is your time to be young and have fun. Make the most of it. Number 8. Understand that growing might feel like breaking at first. Every single time you learn something new, with every heartbreak, with every failed friendship, with every bad exam mark, with every failure, with every person that has let you down, and with everything that makes you feel sad or disappointed in life, as hard as it might be when you're in the thick of it, in order to grow, you have to break first. Sometimes it really is the hardest things in life that teach you the most about yourself and allow you to grow as a person. And obviously that doesn't apply to absolutely everything in life, but do you know what? I see it like this. There are going to be so many times at university where you feel like a failure. That is actually brutal honesty there. There are times when you're just going to feel like, oh my god, I can't do this, I'm not meant to be here, this is horrible. No, I mean, in my case, obviously I've been through 2 breakups whilst I've been at university now, and do you know what? I'm still here and I'm not a failure. You will keep learning and growing, and you can't learn from things if you don't fail. So don't be scared or worry if you're not excelling straight away at university, you know? Number 9, check in on your friends. As I said before, you never know what other people are going through. Even if they are like the happiest, bubbliest person in the world, you never ever know. So always check in on your friends. Even just a quick text or a knock on the door just to ask how someone is doing can go an absolute mile. And do you know what? Issues with mental health at university are so common. And it's so important to make sure you are checking up on your friends as much as you can. And that's not to say that you should always know the right thing to do or to say, but just letting your friends know that you are there can go an absolute mile. And number 10, work your arse off most of the time. Now, university is very hard work. I'm not about to sit there and deny that you're not going to have to work very hard. But what you don't want to do is look back on your university and think, did I really make the most of the full experience and have fun? So make sure that you are working hard and playing hard, you know? Let your hair down, have fun, and just make the most of it. And one day you're all going to be third years just like me, wishing that your university experience could have just gone a little bit slower. And with that, I'm going to round up today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you would like a notification every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, then my handle is @ella.houghton. Follow me on there for all the most up-to-date information on what is going on in my life, and follow me on TikTok. My handle is @ella.houghton and the last O is a 0. Comment down below the video that you'd like me to film next, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!